Hey, what's up? This is Ill Tal Music. Today I'm going to be doing a live video, taking a break from the recreation ones while I wait for some of the records to come through on eBay so I can work on the next one. Today I'm going to be taking you through my top 10 rarest hip-hop albums. I'm only focusing on albums right now. Most of my rare hip-hop records are actually 12-inch singles, but we're going to do that in another video. There's still some pretty cool ones in here, and there's some stories behind some of them, so I think you'll enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and here we go. First up, we have two instrumental albums from Rawkus. First, Lyricist Lounge Volume 2 instrumentals, and then the Smut Peddlers album. So I actually got these two records at the Rawkus office. Back in the day, I was hanging out with my friend Joe, and he was cool with Duck Down's tour manager, Shucky Duck. He took us to Rawkus Records and told them we were DJs, so they just gave us a stack of promos, and those two happened to be in there. Speaking of Duck Down Records, album number 9, The Villains. So there's only 200 copies of these that were made. They're individually numbered. It's number 52. And also, I produced the first track on this album, so I had to throw it in there. Number 8, Doo-Wop Freestyles. This is volume 1 and 2. I don't know if there's any more volumes. If they're out there, pick them up. So the story behind these albums are they're a bunch of freestyles from Doo-Wop mixtapes, but they're the actual studio versions. And there's a lot of crazy freestyles on here. There's Mobb Deep, KRS-One, Redman, Keith Murray, MOP, basically anybody that was hot in like 94, 95 are on these albums, so definitely check them out. Number 7, Djeevee and Stretch Armstrong. So this is basically a mixtape on vinyl. There's nothing on here that's really exclusive except there is one Noriega freestyle that I haven't heard anywhere else. I think it's actually on my page. If it is, I'll put a link up here, but yeah, check it out, it's pretty dope. Number 6, Ill Tal Live. So this was a promotional album that was put out by Elektra. It's all live performances by their roster of artists. There's one whole side on here of just Old Dirty Bastard performing with P-Rock DJing. It's pretty funny because he doesn't realize P-Rock is the DJ and he starts ripping him. And then when he sees it's P-Rock, he's like, oh, my bad. I think I have this posted on my page too, so if it is, you'll see a link up here. But yeah, this is a pretty cool one to check out, especially for Old Dirty Bastard. This next one isn't an official release. It's I&I Center of Attention. So this particular version was supposedly put out by P-Rock himself. I think it came out in like 99 or 98. For those that aren't familiar with the I&I story, they were on Elektra Records. The whole album was produced by P-Rock pretty much. And their single, Fakin' Jacks, didn't do as well as the label had hoped. So they were dropped before the album came out. It would get released later on, years later, but this was the actual first time you could get the album that wasn't like a unreleased promo from the label. This next one, J Live. This is a really great album. I got this at Fat Beats downtown back in the day. So what's special about this one is it's the first release version. The later versions of the album had a couple extra songs. I think there's like a DJ Premier one that was on there. But this is the one that came out without any of the extra bonus tracks. This next one is from E-Money Bags. So he was a rapper from Queens who unfortunately died. But this album features all the hottest Queens rappers at the time. So you have Capone Noriega, Nas, Nature, Cool G rappers on here. Some of the songs are bad quality, but whatever. This next one doesn't seem too rare, Bismarck. But this version of the album has a song called A Thing Named Kim, which was actually removed from later releases of the album, so this is the original version. The song was controversial even by 80s standards, so it got removed from the album, but this version still has it. And now for the number 1 rarest record in my hip-hop collection, Live Convention 81. So for people that are fans of that really old school hip-hop, this is basically what this is. It's live performances that I think were recorded on the radio. It's really raw and the quality isn't great, but it's still a really cool piece of hip-hop history. So that's it for today. I'm probably going to work on a top maybe 20 rare hip-hop 12-inch video. Plus I have way other rare records of all different types of genres, and soul and funk and rock and all that kind of stuff. So I definitely will be getting into that eventually. In the meantime, peace.